Hello everyone. In this update I'm going to be doing some work on the dugouts that I mentioned last time. So I'm going to put one on the far left side, and here you can see that I've cut the shape out and I've started to dig some of the polystyrene out, and it's loosely fitted in place, but of course it's got to be sealed in, glued in, painted, and some contents. And then the left side I'm probably going to put a table and a couple of chairs. It looks like somebody else lives there, and have the door open, and I'm going to light it. In the middle I've placed the three dugouts where they're going to be, but as you can see the bit of polystyrene in the back isn't really substantial enough, so I'm going to add some more plaster around that to pad it out a bit more, and then I'll paint it again with some undercoat, and then I'll plaster the roadside dugout as well, so it's got a bit of strength and it makes it easier to add painting or other decoration at a later date. As you can see, I've cut out the three shapes for the dugouts. The middle one is just showing it with the plaster at the back without any undercoat, without anything on. As you can see, it's not actually that deep, so it's not like a real dugout that would go in several feet. On the left, I've actually put in a photograph taken of a dugout in colour, because of course most of the World War stuff isn't in colour. So you get almost like a perception if you look through the window, and in front of that is a bulb which is going to be recessed right near the bottom of the layout board, and then on the right hand dugout I've actually put the front on, so that's kind of like the near final version, and that's how I'm going to make these dugouts up, and then I'm going to show you what it's like when it's lit up. They of course need some tidying up because I haven't removed any of the excess mud from around the outside, and there's a couple of little cracks need filling in from the mud, and as you can see there's mud on it now too. Okay, to make my mud I use this recipe, which is brown wood filler with a darker brown paint until you get the colour that you like, with PVA, and then chinchilla dust, i.e. the dust that chinchillas use to have a bath in. That was recommended by Kathy Millett, and she used it in her mud, and it gives just a bit of texture to your soil. And then just mix it all up till you get this nice smooth paste, and then just paint it on and just dab it so you can't see too many brush strokes. And I don't want it too thick because I've got to be able to glue buildings, tents, soldiers, nurses, a whole range of things on top of that equipment. That's pretty much it. So a while ago I started to paint my ruined buildings and put them on the street roughly where they're going to be. So here I've just done the base coat for the shutters, the walls, and the roof, of course, which is the terracotta colour you often see around France and Belgium and Flanders. And then I'm going to sort of weather them a little bit and put some smoke damage. I'm going to put some ruined timbers inside the church as well, and as you can see I'm going to have a little camp at the back of that. And I've also bought some rubble. I think this rubble needs to be smashed up a bit smaller, but I'll need to obviously, where buildings have been blown up, and as the Germans did, from a village that was pretty okay, and then there's a bit of shelling to make them look like they're actually destroyed.